This is Ms. Wozniak, and I'm going to tell you about a bunch of great series books that are available for free from the Beverly Public Library through Hoopla. Series books are great to read right now. So maybe there's a series that you've been reading that you never finished. Maybe it's nice to kind of just return to comfortable, familiar characters and settings sometimes when things are kind of crazy. And a lot of times these are really compelling reads. So if you've never read some of these series, now could be a great time to start. One of the really popular ones, of course, is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Hoopla has books 1 through 14, including Wrecking Ball, which just came out in November. Artemis Fowl has all 8 books available on Hoopla. And also the graphic novel version of the series is on Hoopla. And there's kind of a spin-off series that started recently. Fowl Twins just came out in November. The movie Artemis Fowl was supposed to be coming out in theaters, I think over Memorial Day weekend, and now they've decided to put it out for streaming on June 12th on Disney Plus, so you can look for that. The Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan is great if you've never read it. The first book is The Lightning Thief. There's also a graphic novel version of this series that's on Hoopla, and there is a kind of 5.5. The main books are 1 through 5, but there's something called Percy Jackson and the Singer of Apollo that's on there. And there's also some books that Rick Riordan did about Greek gods and heroes. Rick Riordan has some other series, of course. The Heroes of Olympus, books 1 through 5. The first 2 are graphic novels also on Hoopla. And the Gods of Asgard trilogy, all 3 of them are up there. Now, if you've ripped through Rick Riordan and you want to try something a little different but a little similar, there's a bunch of books called Rick Riordan Presents, where he gets other authors to do books based on other types of mythology. So Tristan Strawn has African American heroes and West African gods. Dragon Pearl is based around some Korean mythology, and the Storm Runner has Mayan myths running through it. Another Rick Riordan Presents series that's out that's doing really well is the Aru Shah books. It's the Pandava Quartet. So there are going to be 4 books. Only the first 3 are out and available. They're all on Hoopla. Disney Twisted Tales is another series of books that are based in kind of legends and fairy tales and stuff. So the authors took classic tales. The one that you can see here is based on Aladdin. And there's 3 different authors who have written these books, and there are 9 of them that you can get as ebooks on Hoopla. Another really fun kind of light series to try out are the Princess Diary books by Meg Cabot. There are 15 of them on Hoopla. If you want something on the other end of the spectrum, a little more kind of dark, Life as We Knew It by Susan Beth Pfeffer. There are 4 books in this, and you can download them all in one volume. So the basic gist of the book is that the moon is knocked out of its orbit, and it affects all kinds of things on Earth. And each of these books kind of has a different setting and some different characters who are coping with the fallout from it. Another series that is of interest, but this one is a little awkward on Hoopla, the Divergent series. So only books 1, Divergent, and 3, Allegiant, are available. The second book is not. So if you just never got around to reading the third one, you're all set. You can get Allegiant. If you think you just want to try Divergent, see how it is. Try it out. Okay. Harry Potter, they don't have the whole series, but they do have the very first book, an ebook, and they also have it in e-audio. There's a guy named Jim Dale who reads the Harry Potter books, and he reads this one, and he's fantastic. There's also, if you've already read all the Harry Potter books and you're kind of done with that, there are a lot of kind of spin-off products, quiz books and joke books and fact books about Harry Potter and stuff like that too on Hoopla. The Hunger Games series by Suzanne Collins is available on audiobook. So if you want to listen to it, they've got all 3, The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay. And having a little trouble advancing to the next slide. And finally, the I Survived series by Lauren Tarshis. Hoopla has all 19 of them available as e-audiobooks, not to read, but to listen to. The newest one is actually set in Boston. It's I Survived the Great Molasses Flood, 1919. So check out some of these great series books. Gives you something a little different to do while you're home this spring, and I hope you enjoy some of them.